Okay, it's been over a year now since I did my review on the Ryobi hand planer, and in that review I said it was pretty good, but I needed to see how well it performed for about a year. So I am doing part 2 of the Ryobi review 1 year later. As you can see, I have been using it quite extensively. I ran it nearly every day for pretty much the last 6 months, and I ran it every so often prior to that, but I will say that it's running great and everything's functioning properly, except I think I have made the blade dull. So I'm just going to show you how it's cutting now after a year's use. Okay, so as you can see, in my first video, that would have made a nice smooth pass. In this video, a year later, it's done nothing. But I am not going to blame Ryobi. I'm actually going to blame that I didn't keep the blade sharp. Now, a lot of people would buy a new blade. I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to show you how to restore a Ryobi planing blade, and I'm trying to save you money. So let me show you what's going on. Okay, so what I wanted to show you is the blade is pretty messed up. It's been doing a lot of bores. It's just not even sharp anymore. I mean, it's just all, the blade is all chewed up. Now I do have a Dremel tool. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to show you why in a second here, but I'm just going to take some sandpaper and I'm going to clean the edge of the blade. So what I'm going to be using is Diablo 80 grit sandpaper. Now this is designed for my palm sander, which is a DeWalt, and it's circular, but that's not what's important. I'm using this paper because it's 80 grit. It's what I have on hand. But if you have any sandpaper laying around, you can use this same technique. Now I do have a Dremel, but I'm not going to use the Dremel for 2 reasons. Number one, a Dremel can take too much off of the blade and ruin it, and it can happen quick. Number 2, a Dremel can change the angle of your blade, which is really bad. By using this sandpaper, I just want to fine tune it, and you will see when I'm done how good it cuts. Alright, let's open it up and start sanding. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this sandpaper and I will make this high speed so you don't have to watch it the whole time, but I'll run it in real time for a little while so you can see. I'm just going to fold the sandpaper and I'm just going to gently clean the blade. So if you look, I just cleaned it. Just the one edge. Yeah. Just kind of went up and down. Just cleaned off any dirt or grime. And it's also getting off a little bit of chips and abrasions. Okay, so I do that on both sides. Let me see if I don't even know if you can see the other side. Yeah, you can see a little bit. I'll show you right here. So I'm just cleaning the blade. Again, just getting rid of abrasions. I'm just doing it on both sides. And I'm being very careful not to change the angle of the blade. Okay. This is just a minor sanding. Doesn't take a lot. I can see metal shavings flying off. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of this in high speed so you're spared watching the whole thing. You get the idea, and then we'll see what happens. Alright, let's rotate the blade. It's starting to get sharp, I can feel it. Okay, next blade. Like I said, I'll sand it in high speed so you don't have to watch the whole thing. If this thing doesn't do a good job on this board, I just made a fool of myself. Oh yeah, it's cutting deep. Okay, well, you can see that's noticeably better. It needs a little bit more. Okay, the other side. Okay. Cutting deep. Let's try the other side. Oh yeah, she's cutting deep. You guys notice there's a nail on the board yet? I've seen it. Don't worry, I'm not gonna shave that nail. I'm just trying to give you a demonstration here. Let's get this nail out. Okay, the nail's removed. I'm gonna go the full length now. Let you see what's up. Okay, let me show you how the board looks. Oh, by the way, did you see the green screen in the background? See that? I made that myself. Got another video. If you look at my channel and subscribe, you can see it. It's free. I show you how to build a green screen. Why would you want me to build a green screen? Check this out. What do you think of that? Anyways, after 1 year now, my Ryobi has been running quite well. The blade was dull. I had to sharpen it, which I just did in front of you. So how's it look after a year? I'll let you be the judge. This side of the board we didn't do, and this side we just did. And let me show you a close-up. Okay, that's the before. Give you a nice look. Look at it carefully. And after. My conclusion of the review: I did a DeWalt, I did a Ryobi. I actually tried a couple others too, but I didn't film it. And I would say that the Ryobi held up every bit as good. Now, I do recommend buying a new blade, so maybe part 3 of the Ryobi saga will be me getting a new blade and showing you how to put it in. See the little knot right there? I think a brand new blade would have got that. When I first put it out of the package, it would have had no trouble. I did have to push a little harder, so basically what I'm seeing is the engine's running full bore, all the adjustments are working, the sand ejection system's working. Everything's working, it's just my blade's a little beat up, I need a new one. So I'm going to give the Ryobi rating, basically I give it an A rating. Low price, held up longer than my DeWalt, and still going. Now what I will tell you is, if you're really interested in planing boards, it's very physical. So what I would do is I would be ready to be pushing really hard and using a lot of muscles, and it's loud and you got to wear your ear protection. But if you got the money, get one of those planers that you feed the board into it. That's going to be my next purchase, as a DeWalt planer that you feed the board in, and we're going to review that. So if you subscribe, please keep up to date, and you'll see the reviews of all these tools and see for yourself before you buy them if you like it. Alright, thanks a lot.